Hey everybody, welcome to a pull day workout. Now, as I tell you about this video, if you could give this video a like if you're going to be joining me for it, I'd really appreciate it. So what is a pull day? Well, it's really common in the weightlifting world to structure your workouts into pull days, push days, and then also leg days. And if you think about it, when you're doing something with your upper body, you're either pushing the weight away from you or you're pulling the weight in towards you. So in a pull day, we're going to be doing a lot of rows, a lot of bicep curls, maybe a little bit of shoulder work as well. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So behind me here, I have a Bowflex PR1000, and this workout can be done on similar machines, including the Bowflex Blaze and Ultimate Home Gym. We are going to be doing all of our workout with a flat bench today and everything through the bottom set of pulleys. We're also going to be working out to this clock behind me. When it hits 0, we're going to be starting our workout. So let's go ahead and rack up our weight. So for the heavy weight setting, I'm going to put on 80 pounds on my power rods on each side. A medium weight setting would be 50 pounds of power rods, and a lightweight setting would be 30 pounds. So let's go ahead and get that all racked up. And so today's intervals, they're going to be a little bit shorter than normal. I usually do 20 or 40 seconds of work and 20 seconds of rest. We're going to do 35 seconds of work and then 25 seconds of rest. I think there's a little bit more time needed between sets on this particular workout. Now I'm going to be starting to work each lift a couple seconds before the timer counts down to 0. And if you want to do a little bit longer interval, just join me when we get started. So I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and get into our first exercise here, and that's going to be the seated row. So for the seated row, you're going to grab the weights and then you're going to slide back, and then ultimately you're just going to pull the weights back towards your chest. Now you can be seated here with your butt up against the leg extension tool, or you can sit up on it. I'm going to sit up here, and then I'm going to just pull the weight in towards my back, or pull it in towards my chest. And so you can have two different grips in the seated row. You can do kind of the natural grip here, or what's called the hammer grip. And it's called the hammer grip. Think of like you're hitting a hammer, and that's just twisting the handles 90 degrees. Just do whatever feels right to you as you pull the weight in towards your back and your chest. Now, I always like starting to work out with the seated row. And we're going to do another set of seated rows here in just a moment. You know, let's do this next set in the natural grip for seated rows. And we're going to cycle through this workout. We're going to do 10 sets, and then we're going to have a half time and another 10 sets. So we'll have the opportunity to switch our grips in a moment. So seated row, normal grip. Let's go, everybody. In 3, 2, and 1. Now, sit up nice and tall and really try to feel it in your shoulder blades as you squeeze those together when you're pulling the weight in towards you for pull day. Just 10 more seconds, everybody. All right, so our next lift is going to be a standing iso curl. Now, what I like to do for this one is, instead of grabbing the handle that's on the same side as my hand, I like to grab the opposite handle, and I'm going to then curl it right across my body. I'm going to try not to hit my mic here as I curl. And you can be looking at the tower or kind of looking off to the same side as the handle as we're just curling. Stand up nice and tall, and with your other arm you can kind of put it on your obliques here or on your side, or you can just let it dangle, you know, whatever feels right. All right, so now we're just going to go the other hand here. Again, we're just reaching across the Bowflex, grabbing the handle. Again, I'm going to try not to hit the mic a bunch as I curl here. So Again, I'm just standing. I'm either looking at the Bowflex or looking at the power rod as it bends, and I'm just curling up. I think for some people, putting their hand on their side might help them stand straight up and down, so you can do that. And try to keep your elbow fixed as you curl up. It's kind of hard not to move it just a little bit. Little motion's okay there. Just don't swing your back into this exercise. All right. So next, we're going to have the reverse fly, and for this, we're going to keep kind of the cross handle setup here. So my left hand is grabbing the right handle, and opposite one here. I might be looking at the Bowflex here, and I'm going to be pretty close to it. I may be a foot and a half back, and then I might raise the handles up to my opposite shoulders. Exhale as you lift. And really feel the squeeze in those shoulder blades again. Try not to let the two cables ride on top of each other as well. All right. And with that, we are a quarter of the way done with our workout. Now, I'm going to just switch my handles over. So now I have the other handle on the top part. Not a big deal here if that doesn't make sense. Just keep going with this. Basically, I'm trying to have one switch which handle or arm is the top arm here as I pull the weights up towards my shoulders. Ten more seconds, everybody. Let's go. All right, so our next lift is going to be kind of a seated bicep curl, or you can make this into a line curl, kind of whatever works out better for you here. So for the line curl, you want to watch your head as you go back down like this and do a curling motion. Or for the seated curl, you can sit like this on the machine. I like having my feet back here, and then I'm just pulling the weights in towards my shoulders. We're going to do 2 of these. Now you might be wondering, why are we doing all these different variants of a bicep curl? Well, your biceps are kind of multiple different muscles in there, and doing different variations of a curl works different parts of those biceps, and because you're going to have a lower and a higher and a mid bicep, and so the different lifts will let you work all different parts of the bicep. So we're going to do one more set of this lying or seated bicep curl. So again, I'm kind of sliding back a little bit, leaning back on the bench here as I curl. Exhale as you pull the weight in towards you. Just focus on your form, especially if you're struggling. Don't think about the pain or the challenge. All right. So next, we're moving into a lying shoulder pullover. So for this, we're going to spin around, and I'm going to have my legs over the leg extension. I'm going to grab the handles, and then I'm going to pull the handles down to my thigh. Now, as I do this, I like to have my neck and head off of the bench, and this is going to engage my core just a little bit, keep my heart rate up. It's almost like I'm doing a crunch, but you can keep your head flat on the bench if that's what you need to do. All right, we have one more lift until halftime, and this one is going to be just their normal standing bicep curl. So for this, we're right up next to the machine here. Actually, step a couple of feet back, but we're facing the tower. Really natural movement here, and then you're just going to curl the weight up towards your body, up towards those shoulders. In 3, 2, and 1. Don't rock your back. Stand up nice and tall. You can lean back a little bit. Just don't rock and put your lower back into this curl. 10 more seconds, and then we got halftime. Everybody stay with me. All right. So we've got this countdown here, and we have an extra minute or so. So grab yourself a drink of water, take a breather for a second. So for our second half of this routine, we're going to do all the same lifts. We're going to be doing a couple different quantities on a few of them, but we got 10 more sets left. So just kind of shake it out. I kind of like massaging my arms just a little bit, get the blood flowing. Whew. And as we got 40 more seconds, I just want to say thanks to everybody that's been watching videos and subscribing and commenting and all that stuff. I really appreciate it. I can't believe how much this channel has taken off, and I couldn't do it without all of you. And I just wanted to say thank you again for that. So with that, we're gonna get set up for our next exercise, and that is gonna be another seated row. So we're gonna do 2 of these, and this time we're gonna do the hammer grip for both of them. So again, I am gonna sit on my leg extension, and then I am just gonna be pulling the weight back towards me. All right, halftime's over. Let's go, everybody. Keep working. Again, we're doing the hammer grip here, like you're holding the hammer. All right, we've got another set of seated rows, and I feel like that minute went by too fast at halftime. But we are gonna push through this, everybody. Let's go. Let's get ready for another set of seated rows here. Hammer time grip. In 3, 2, and 1. Feel the squeeze in your back. We got 13 more seconds. All right, everybody, finish out here. All right, nice work. Next, we are going into our standing cross body iso curl. And recall that is up near the bench. You're going to grab the handle opposite your hand, and then you're going to curl the handle up towards your shoulder. We're going to do both sides. Again, your offhand, you can put it on your, up on your waist, on your side, or just let it hang down. Exhale as you pull the weight up. All right, we're going to be moving over to the other side here. Fifteen more seconds of rest, everybody. I'm putting my hand on my side here, and we're going to start curling in 3, 2, and 1. The more I do this, I keep thinking, just keep an eye on the power rod as you curl up. Watch it bend downwards. Focus on that and not on the difficulty. Try to keep it nice and smooth. We got 10 more seconds. All right. Next, we have one set of the reverse fly. Now this is probably our hardest lift left. So we're going to grab the opposite handle. And then again, we are going to be then just pulling up the handles up towards our shoulders. Less resistance, get closer to the tower. For more resistance, step back. Up towards those shoulders. Try not to have the cables tangling up. 15 more seconds, everybody. Hardest lift left. All right, 75% of the way done. All right, so next we have our seated or lying bicep curl. I'm keeping with the seated motion. I'm going to be sitting here and I'll be leaning back and then curling the weights back. So I'm kind of bringing the handles down to my hips or down to my knees and then up to my shoulders. I'm trying to keep my elbows planted or right in the middle of a circle here as I curl the weight up towards me. Lean back for more resistance. 10 seconds. All right, we are almost done. Next, we've got the lying shoulder pullover. So put your legs over your leg extension, and we're gonna lie back, grab the handles, and again, we're just gonna bring the handles down to our hips. And again, I like keeping my head up to engage my core through this whole motion. We got 15 seconds. All right. Oh, take the 25 seconds of rest here. Just relax a bit. We've only got 3 sets left though. Take some deep breaths. And we're almost back into it. We got 5 seconds and we're back at it. One more set of these lying pullovers, pull downs. Whew. 15 more seconds, everybody. 5 seconds. Whew. All right, we're on to our final exercise. We got 2 sets though, and that's gonna be our traditional bicep curl. Now, I like ending on this so you can put everything you got left into this exercise. Oh. All right, everybody, starting up in 3 seconds. Let's go, just a normal bicep curl. If you want more resistance, just step away from your machine. We got 20 seconds. All right, one more exercise to go. That's just one more set of bicep curls, and then we can call it a day. Oh, we are almost there. Here we go, everybody, in 5 seconds. And we're gonna be doing some more curls. Keep those elbows tucked in against your body. Standing up straight and tall. Don't rock your back. And work for 15 more seconds. Finish strong, everybody. Give it all you got. And that is it. Way to go, everybody. Before we wrap, let's just remove our resistance. Got to take your power rods off of tension, otherwise they'll go bad. And wrap them up with a bungee cord or Velcro. And that is going to do it for our workout today. Now, great job. If you made it through the whole workout, please give this video a like and give yourself a like. Way to go, right? So be good to yourself, be good to others. Thanks for working out with me today.